Hi there. We're Vero and Valentino from Outsider. As you can see, we have a very special guest today. So let's welcome Jorge Blanco with us.
Yay!
Let's start now with the interview, and we hope you like the question, and we'll have a great time together. So, hi Jorge. Let's start from the beginning by talking about your passions that actually became a job. Music, dancing, and acting. How did it all begin, and how do you manage to balance everything out?
Well, it all began when I was like, since I have memory, I was a little kid and I used to sing at home because I liked it. It was just something I was actually very shy, so I used to do it just for myself. But then when I was about 14 years old, this like contest came to at school. There was like some
Yeah,
show at school, and I was like,
just
my parents like encouraged me to do it, and I was like, okay, I'll try. And I loved it. It was really nice. It felt good to be on stage. And then my very first thing was with High School Musical at the age of 15. I went to this audition and then I got in. Since then my life like literally changed. And balancing like the three things kind of happened organically, like the first thing I ever did was a reality show, and we used to have acting lessons, singing lessons, and dancing lessons. So since then I started doing three of them, and every time I just keep falling in love more and more with the three of them.
it's actually, I think, like difficult to balance it out a little because like maybe you love music more than dancing or acting, or like you love them all equally.
I think I love them all equally. They always ask me like if I had to choose one.
Yeah,
If I have to, I think I would go for music, and so that would be singing and dancing because when I sing, I dance
yeah, yeah.
anyway, so they go together. But I love the three of them. I think the hardest part is to manage your time. Like manage when to do like a movie or a TV show and when to go and record music and be able to go on tour. That's the only thing that could get complicated. But if you manage to do it right, you can do it.
Perfect. So, second question. You've been here quite a few times with Violetta years ago, and more recently opening Airfile's concert in Milan as a solo artist.
E noi c'eravamo,
And
eravamo lì presenti,
we
in prima
were,
fila, e io ero la fotografa.
because
Hey.
she's a photographer, and she was there to actually photograph you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were there in Milan to see you, and you were great.
Yeah.
So, is there any particular memory you keep in your heart from that experience and related to Italy?
It was a very special show because I love those venues when you're able to have the people super close to you because you
Yeah.
feel the energy. I've had other shows that are like super fun and great, even though they're huge, the people are so far away. And
Yeah.
this particular tour, most of the venues were like this, like people were right there, like I could just reach to them, and it was like a really nice energy back to back, and it just
Like
feels
intimate stuff, intimate
yeah,
sessions, right?
super intimate. And even though sometimes it's less people than other shows, the energy feels bigger. So I love it when it feels like that. So the show in Milano was like that. It was special.
And actually, we remember like with Violetta years ago, like there was, I think it was one of the first times you were there, and there was like, I don't know if you remember, but the cathedral in Milan, like
Mhm.
the whole piazza there. So let's go with another question.
Yeah.
Uh, about Violetta's cast and the mutual respect that you still have of each other after many years. Have you ever thought about collaborating again on a track with Tini, for example, or Ruggero, on anyone from the staff?
Oh yeah, totally. Like, actually, that's one of the things that I love the most whenever I finish like this kind like a project like this where you end up being like a family. Apart from the fact that looking at them and seeing all everything they're doing, it's like looking at your brothers, like, oh my God, my brothers and sisters are doing so good, and it gets me so excited. It's really exciting to get back to collaborating together again. And we already talked about it. Like, I spoke with Tini, I spoke with Ruggiero, and we said we already have that in mind. Like, let's do something together. We just have to find the right moment to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna happen because it's
because like you're super busy, so you have to like find the right time to actually do it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're all busy, and we're not living in the same city, so that makes it a bit more complicated. But we'll find a way to do it, and it's gonna happen for sure.
So, you visited many cities thanks to your music, as we said. But if you had to describe yourself as an artist with a specific city or place anywhere in the world, what would it be and why?
Intanto che ci pensi, io ti parlo in italiano e lei traduce. Noi siamo conosciute, tra virgolette, come le domande particolari, come degli outsiders. E quindi queste domande cerchiamo sempre di farle appunto perché vogliamo proprio che anche l'artista si descriva al meglio, si emozioni magari con noi, e quindi speriamo di non averti messo in difficoltà comunque.
So we hope we like didn't put you in a difficult situation with this question, because like we actually known here as like we try to do original questions.
I like it.
And like sometimes they tell us like, because we're not like a huge platform, like we're still growing as a site and blog. So they're actually like, they tell us sometimes like, wow, you're not huge, you're still growing, but your questions are like, you do original questions. So it's actually our pleasure when you react like that. So, I mean, it's like, it's a good question. So
It is. I love those kind of questions. I love it because they make you think, and it's different. It's a different approach of things.
Yeah.
And going back to the answer, I think if I compare myself as an artist with a city in the world, it would be something like crazy and alive all the time. Because whenever music comes to my life at any moment in a day, any time, it's always gonna be like boom, a spark that turns on, and I'm gonna go and just have fun and just do it. It works like that in me. So I would say something like New York, something crazy and like blah, 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 all the time. I would go for that.
It's alive, the city that never sleeps.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a great answer, honestly. And also, if you had the possibility of living in any music era from the past, what would it be? So what would you like to explore?
I would probably go with the music 50s, 60s, more of like Elvis Presley vibe. I love that vibe. That could have been fun. Rock and roll.
That's great. So let's talk about a little of your musical, or of your musical career. So after your EP Conmigo, sorry for my bad Spanish.
It sounds good.
Published last year, what do you see in your future in general and like artistically talking? And also, have you been or are still creating during this lockdown something for a new musical project?
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, like you said, it's been a while since the last time we released a song, and it kind of happened at the beginning on purpose because we've been changing a lot of things, changing a little bit the direction of the music, and then you know all this thing. So everything got delayed even more for I guess everybody. I think even you guys got a lot of things that got delayed. Blah blah blah.
Situation,
We're all on the
it's
same page. Yeah,
yeah.
we're all on the same page. But at the same time, yeah, we're taking advantage of that. We're taking advantage of this new music direction. Uh, we're using the time to record a lot of new stuff. The idea is to have like this good follow up of music that's going to come up. And I've been recording a lot of things from home. Luckily, I have my studio, so that's been good, really good, because we're not stopping. So whenever we start releasing music, the idea is not to, you know, don't stop. So there's a lot of good things coming in both languages, English and Spanish, because I know people keep asking, "Oh, are you going to release more music in English?" Because a lot of people want it. We got that, and the people asking in Spanish, we got that as well. So there's a lot coming. Whenever we get the chance to have the first date, for you guys to know when something is coming on a release, we'll let you know. But I'm super hyper anxious and excited. I think I'm probably more anxious than all the fans. I'm like, I want this all out now. But I mean, I got to be patient. There's a whole strategy behind it, and I'm trusting it. I'm trusting the whole team, and it'll be good. Excited.
Yeah, because I mean, when you like release stuff, like people maybe think that you're not anxious or
Oh,
everything.
I am.
Like you are. I mean, like you're wondering maybe are they gonna like it? Are they gonna not like it? Or maybe or like if you're proud of a song, you want, as you said, release it immediately. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, also the last like it's almost the last question.
Yeah.
Uh, is there any unexplored field you would like to get yourself into, and like, or something that you haven't achieved yet that you would like to?
I feel there's still a lot, to do on the acting side as well, because I feel I've been doing kind of like a similar profile. Most of the things I've done before with Disney and everything, it's been really fun. But I would like coming forward like new challenges, something totally different from me, because there was a lot of the roles I did before that were like, you know, teenage young adult
Yeah,
guy who likes to sing, which is pretty close to me, and it's
yeah,
cool. It's fine to start that way because it's safe. You feel like related. It's good to relate with the character. But I would like to have like crazy new challenges as an actor, something that I
like
would never do,
getting
something that
out of your comfort zone.
exactly I would love that. I would love to have the possibility to be really bad at something. Like give me something that's gonna be hard, and if I do it wrong, it's gonna be great because I'm gonna learn from that. Like I want to,
Yeah, yeah.
keep challenging myself.
Like
And
getting better at.
exactly. Yeah. And I would love it as well. Like there's a lot of different places I haven't been with the music. So it's a dream of mine to find even new places, reach out to new people with the music. So that's still a dream of mine. And every new individual that gets to know my music and likes it, for me, it's a huge, accomplishment. So that keeps being a dream every time.
And we hope you can actually go all around the world because you're super talented and
Thank
honestly
you.
you deserve it. So thanking you for being so kind with us and like giving us the opportunity for this interview. Can you say hi to outsiders, readers, and all your fans?
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you guys for your time, for your fun and interesting questions because they're different. They're not like always the same. So I love that. Thank you for that.
Oh,
And yeah, of course, I hope to see you everybody there soon. I hope to be able to travel soon. This will be over and go back to Italia. So aspettiamo to be there soon and vi amo.